Good morning. Well, I am here to make a video. I'm going to make a video today about how I have used my video channel to become more civilized, and also for my companion dog, who really couldn't act very civilized when he went out of his apartment because of his drinking. He'd encounter people on the elevator and pretty soon be in a fight, and he just couldn't resist telling people how inferior they were. So the video channel became a way for him to look at his behavior on camera and himself decide to curb some of his more truculent behavior. And then he found a world of people who could tolerate his drinking, which they had to do quite a lot on his channel. And then they had to be able to tolerate a woman cussing a drinker. So anyway, we found out that we could entertain on video when we couldn't do it in real life. He'd go to a party to entertain, and just go back. So I thought that video making extended Doc's life and got on camera some of his great creativity when it came to just like very witty, sophisticated sort of humor that I thought was worth. I certainly found him to be a very perceptive actor. Drinker that he was, he could play drunks. He could play my family. My plays were based a lot on family history and drinkers. So Doc was absolutely necessary for the kind of actor that I needed. And by the way, if you stroll down, if you look at my channel, right on the front page I have put up two plays that Doc acted in, and he's marvelous. If you get into those plays, you will marvel at what he could do, not only reading a script and turning it into entertainment, but improv. So I have Doc acting in about 6 of my plays on this channel. So if you haven't looked at him and you're a theater buff and you're not prejudiced about people using all kinds of ways to get their plays out there, that's me. I always created alternate realities to skate to when I get in trouble. Like, I just recently came from the video room, hanging out in there. I was a board member, a volunteer, and it was my job, I facilitated discussions, particularly, that was my great love. But there were quite a lot of residents who had a mean streak, and if they said anything mean to other people in there, or just in general, I felt it was my job to curb them, and they didn't take kindly to being curbed, or they were repeat offenders, and I used to get a fight every day. And I thought, and then too, I couldn't hang out in there forever. Somebody else needed to take a turn. They wanted to control a video room and run it, and I wasn't going to. I was going to resign because I was just burning out on the situation. And so I came immediately to my video channel so that I could get a relief from having people right in my face, ready to do combat. So, and I'm a fighter, and you can't be a volunteer and a board member of a tennis organization without being a fighter. But I recommend to anyone, if you have a tendency to a mean streak, make videos. And when you see yourself and you have to edit yourself saying mean things, you can recognize them a lot faster than you'll recognize them if somebody tries to tell you. You're going to resist that. So it's a lot better if you discover it yourself. Say, oh, I see what they mean. Oh, there I am. I said, and so I found video making a very valuable tool in civilizing yourself. And as an activist, I really needed to learn how to come on in the best way possible with my messages. And Doc was a liberal, so I would just restrain him, and I have discussions, so he'd present whatever he thought. And this taught me to, be look at the other point of view, be able to discuss on camera, which I think is marvelous if you can get it, if you can get this. And I always look for, I'm looking for men who will be able to discuss with me on camera and maybe argue, but I hopefully not really damage each other too severely. Now, Doc and I, we used to go at it. There were times when, woo. But anyway, and then too, there's longevity. We tried all kinds of length to our videos, and I don't want to bore people by going on and on too long, which is a tendency of mine. And I didn't hold it against my sister for telling me that. In fact, it made me laugh, because I had a good time talking about it. And I'm trying to get some of my very talented family to make more videos, because they're such a great way to display talent, and that's going to be lost if they do everything live. That's what you got to think about. A video is just like a photograph, only it's more extensive. It captures the people doing something that maybe generations might want to see, that they want to see that person in action, their faces, their the expressions. And so this is a wonderful quality of the video communication. And so I say, if you have some abilities that shouldn't be lost to the world without a record, make a video. Most phones have them. I just discovered my camera that I take pictures with all the time just has a great video camera, but I didn't use it. I didn't use it until I was ready. And then I discovered it. So, happy video making, everyone.